why his great-grandfather fought. It is hard to know the motivations of any individual soldier. What we do know is that, again, collectively, they were fighting to preserve the institution of slavery. And I honestly get wanting a more comfortable history for your family. But in doing so, you can't invent a more comfortable history for your country, because you would be erasing the actual painful experiences of many Americans, as a fellow North Carolinian explains.
When I walk by this statue, it becomes very painful when I think of the suffering that my ancestors went through. They enslaved people, abused people for their own economic impact, and it should not be celebrated by these statues.
Right. And that is the harsh reality of what was done by those Confederate men. And yes, even the ladies, #Confederacy. And if you want to see a perfect crystallisation of what happens when two people have wildly different views of the same symbol, just watch this local news clip.
Why do you carry that flag? Because this is my heritage. My family fought to save their farm under this flag. Who was working that farm?
Oh, that is a good, tough question. And the news clip actually cut out there, but we were so intrigued to find out what his response was. We tracked it down, and whatever you are expecting, you're going to be surprised.
Who was working that farm?
My family was.
Who was working the farm?
They were poor. Do you know how much a slave cost back then?
Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! You know you are in the wrong when you decide your best argument is screaming at a black man. Do you know how expensive you used to be? It is comments like that one that landed this guy on the cover of Holy Shit, That Is Not Remotely the Point magazine. And look, that is clearly an intense example, but denial of this painful part of history can take many forms. Look at PBS's Finding Your Roots, where Henry Louis Gates explores celebrities' family histories, and he often finds some shit. Famously, Ben Affleck pulled strings to get the show to remove all references to his slave-owning ancestors. And though he later apologised, that impulse right there is not good, because it sanitises history. And while there is no easy way to respond to learning that kind of horrible information, it is worth watching Anderson Cooper find out how one relative of his died.
Boykin was murdered by a rebellious slave. Wow. Your ancestor was beaten to death with a farm hoe.
Oh my God. That's amazing. This is incredible. I'm blown away.
You think he deserved it?
Yeah.
Wow. You know what? You know what? As a general rule, just try not to live a life that could lead a descendant of yours to one day say, a guy smashed Grandpappy's head in with a garden hoe? That's amazing. Great job, that guy. But my absolute favourite response to a nasty surprise undoubtedly comes from Larry David, who received a real 1-2 punch.
Are you telling me that my great-grandfather fought for the South in the Civil War? What? Are you kidding? Oh, my goodness. I hope no slaves show up on this.
Please turn the page. Now, Larry, this is another part of the 18th century.
Oh, you did it! You did it! I knew it! I knew it! Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Boy.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Yeah, pretty bad. Pretty bad. And look, Larry David is not responsible for what his ancestors did. None of us are. I have to believe that because I'm English. And I would like to go to an Indian restaurant again at some point in my life.